Austin suburbs are exploding with growth right now. More than 60,000 people moved to Austin in the area the last year, and thousands of them are all searching for the same thing: a bigger house, more space, and a quieter suburban lifestyle. But here's what most people don't realize until after they buy. Some of Austin's fastest growing suburbs are dealing with serious problems that don't show up on Zillow listings. One suburb on this list has seen violent crime drop more than 40% in a single year. Another looks affordable until homeowners get hit with a massive property tax increase. And one suburb used to be considered one of the safest places near Austin until the data started changing. Now, let me be clear about something before we jump into this. This video isn't about trashy communities or people who live there. Every suburb around Austin has great neighborhoods and great families. But if you're about to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home, you deserve to know the full picture, not just the marketing version. So today, I'm breaking down the 5 suburbs around Austin that buyers should think twice about in 2026, based on crime trends, infrastructure problems, traffic patterns, and the real issues residents are dealing with right now. And if you're currently looking for homes in the $350,000 to $600,000 range, there's a good chance one of these suburbs is already on your radar. Let's start with number 5, because this one surprises a lot of people. Number 5 on this list is Del Valle. Del Valle sits southeast of Austin and is, on the surface, it looks great and a great deal. Home prices are significantly lower than most of the Austin metro, and technically, you're still inside the Austin city limits. For buyers looking for affordability, it can feel like a hidden opportunity, but there's some serious challenges here that go beyond just price. Del Valle is considered a low middle income area with a median household income lower than about 71% of neighborhoods across the United States. And unfortunately, economic strain often shows up in other ways. Property crimes, things like burglary and thefts, are reported more frequently here than in many other Austin suburbs. Some residents have also reported longer police response times, which becomes a real concern when you need help quickly. There's another factor that many people moving to the area don't know about. Del Valle is home to the Austin Transitional Center, a facility where individuals are released from incarceration and transition back into society. On average, dozens of people are processed through this center each day, and many come from counties outside of Travis County. Programs like this are designed to help people reintegrate into society, which is obviously great. But the reality is that local social services are often stretched very thin, and support services and resources don't always keep up with the demand. Research shows that individuals leaving incarceration are far more likely to experience homelessness, and some end up staying in the surrounding areas due to limited housing options. This can create additional strain on local services, housing availability, and community resources. Now, that doesn't mean Del Valle is a bad place to live. If you're considering moving there because of the lower home prices, it's important to understand the full picture of the community. Number 4 is Manor. Manor is one of the fastest growing towns in the entire Austin metro area. City leaders have been planning for a population of around 100,000 residents in the future, which would be roughly 5 times its current size. That kind of growth sounds exciting, and in a way, it is. Manor sits close to major employers like Tesla and the Gigafactory, and developers are building homes as fast as possible. But here's the problem. Growth in Manor is happening faster than infrastructure can keep up. Schools are expanding and building new campuses, but overcrowding is already a challenge in some areas. Police and fire departments are working to increase coverage, but staffing growth often lags behind population growth. And residents have reported ongoing issues with water, sewer, and electrical infrastructure, struggling to keep up with the demand. Then there's the roads. The constant construction and thousands of new homes being built, traffic and detours have become a daily frustration for many residents. You'll spend a lot of time driving through construction zones and unfinished roadways. And there's the property tax issue. Travis County property taxes have increased significantly in the recent years. Some homeowners in Manor saw their tax bills jump over $1,100 in a single year. So while these homes themselves may look affordable upfront, you have to factor in rising taxes, limited amenities, and ongoing infrastructure growth pains. Manor definitely has long-term potential, But right now, many residents are experiencing the difficult phase of rapid growth. All right, moving on to number 3, Pflugerville. For years, Pflugerville had a reputation as a quiet, family-friendly suburb, and many parts of the city still are. Over the past few years, the data has started showing some concerning trends. Crime in Pflugerville has increased more than 15% year over year, with violent crimes raising around 18%. Since 2020, violent crime has increased by nearly 30%. That's a significant shift for a suburb that historically had a strong safety reputation. In fact, the city's crime rate is down higher than about 75% of cities across Texas. Now, crime trends can fluctuate year over year, but it's still something buyers should pay attention to. The other major issue here is still traffic. Pflugerville sits along the I-35 corridor, which is one of the most congested highways in all of Texas. Without traffic, commuting to Austin might take 20 to 40 minutes. But during rush hour, the commute can stretch 45 minutes to an hour easy. In certain sections, especially near Runberg Lane and I-35, are notorious for bottlenecks. So when Pflugerville still offers affordable housing and decent schools, buyers should carefully consider commute times and safety trends before making a move. Number 2 on our list is Round Rock, and this one surprises a lot of people. Round Rock has long been considered one of the most desirable suburbs in all of Austin. It's home to major employers like Dell Technologies, has strong schools, plenty of shopping and dining, but recent crime statistics have raised some concerns. Total crime in Round Rock has increased nearly 19% year over year. Violent crime rose by 10%, while property crime increased more than 19%. That puts Round Rock's overall crime rate above the national average and higher than about 83% of all Texas cities. In 2024, the city experienced 3 homicides, which is unusual for a community that typically sees 0 to 1 per year. 2 of those deaths came from the Juneteenth mass shooting, an incident that shocked the entire community. Property crime is also a concern. Statistically, your chance of becoming a victim of property crime in Round Rock is about 1 in 46. That's much higher than many people expect when moving to a suburb with Round Rock's reputation. And of course, like many of Austin's suburbs, traffic along I-35 remains a major frustration. Round Rock still offers many positives, but the recent crime trends and community challenges are important factors buyers should keep in mind. And finally, the number 1 suburb on this list is Georgetown. Georgetown has been one of the fastest growing communities in Central Texas for years, and rapid growth has brought some serious challenges. Since 2020, violent crime in Georgetown has increased more than 34%. Year over year, violent crime rose nearly 19%. Aggravated assault cases increased from 80 incidents in 2023 to 113 in 2024. That's roughly a 40% increase in just 1 year. Police have also reported more incidents involving shots fired at vehicles and residences. Even when those incidents don't result in injuries, they can create a strong sense of unease within the community. Overall, Georgetown experiences about 12 crimes per 1,000 residents, which is higher than about 59% of all Texas cities. Property crime is also a concern, with the chance of becoming a victim is 1 in 91. Some long-term residents have pointed out that while crimes have decreased in some nearby cities, Georgetown has seen a roughly 43% increase since 2015. That's a major shift in a relatively short period of time. Now, to be fair, the city is actively working to expand the police staffing and public safety resources, but rapid population growth means those resources are constantly trying to catch up. So if you're considering moving to Georgetown, it's an important thing to do to be thorough with the research into specific neighborhoods and the crime trends. So there you have it, the 5 worst suburbs around Austin in 2026 based on current data: Del Valle, Manor, Pflugerville, Round Rock, and Georgetown. Now again, that doesn't mean these are terrible places to live by any means. Every one of these cities has good neighborhoods, great families, and people who love living there. But if you're making one of the biggest financial decisions of your life, you should always understand both the pros and the challenges before choosing where to buy. And if you are wondering where the best places to live around Austin actually are, I just released another video breaking down the 5 best suburbs around Austin in 2026, and some of them might surprise you. If you're planning to move to Austin and want help figuring out which neighborhoods are the best fit for your lifestyle and your budget, that's exactly what I help people do every day. You can reach me directly at 512-658-6345 or send me an email using the contact information in the description box below. And if this video helped you out, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly posting videos about Austin real estate, neighborhood breakdowns, and market update that helps you make smarter decisions for your move. And I'm curious what you think. Do you agree with this list, or is there a suburb around Austin you think should have made this list instead? Let me know in your comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.